right, welcome to the first episode, first season of the Tru Sons Podcast. I have the luxury of being up here with some of my best friends, man. Please introduce yourself to the far left.
Jeremy Macklin.
DJ Mac in the middle.
Hey, it's your boy Sean Weatherspoon, Jasper, Texas, baby. Jackpot.
Now look, Tru Sons is a saying that is commonly used at Mizzou. People who go to Missouri, play ball there, come back, continue to show love to university, and that's what we feel that we are now. This is not only about Mizzou. We're going to talk about our journey through Mizzou, our journey through the NFL, our relationship, our bond over the years, and hopefully give you all an insight on some stories you may have possibly heard about. Maybe you didn't, maybe you did, and things you may have seen on TV, and we're going to give you the backstory to them. So please enjoy our journey, man. So we're going to start it off with why we even chose Mizzou, which ended up leading to this awesome friendship.
Man.
Why Mizzou?
For me, I was a kid, growing up in East Texas with, I didn't have a lot of looks for real, but I felt like I was one of them guys, I was putting it down, and Missouri was in the biggest conference, that was giving me the love. And so I was like, man, that seemed like a good place to go, man. I took a visit. I came back, went to the mall in Beaumont, Texas, and I went to Steve & Barry's, which is like a sporting goods store, and I saw a sweatshirt. And it was kind of like an omen. Like, it didn't fit me, you know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to put on a little weight. But, I saw that sweatshirt in East Texas, and I was like, man, this is something right here, right? And my parents were sold on it. The visit went well. Knew we had some dogs. I saw Chase Daniel was signing with Mizzou, and he's already there, actually. So I'm like, man, we're going to get some wins. Looked at the recruiting class, saw a guy by the name of Jeremy Macklin with all the stars.
I didn't know.
I knew we had some heat, man. So that's really what it was for me.
So, but you played wide out in high school. They weren't recruiting you at wide out though.
Hey,
that was him.
Yeah, he was the wide out. I think that did something to me. I feel like I'm the wide out in Texas, right? Like in East Texas, I'm catching all the passes, doing my thing. But linebacker, I'm kind of taking plays off because I'm thinking about my routes coming up, trying to get in the end zone. But I was making plays on D, and I was kind of, in Jasper, you gonna hit. Like we was bull in the ring, Oklahoma drill, like line it up. Man, individual was something that you didn't want to go through at Jasper High School. Shout out to Eric Farrer, my high school coach, D coordinator, linebacker coach. He had us banging. So, I knew defense was going to be the side of the ball that I could possibly flourish on. So that's what it was. But Coach Hill used to always say, Mac, he'd be like, Coach Hill's the receiver coach at Missouri. He would say, Spoon, come on over and catch a couple passes at the end of practice.
You got it in you.
I always love to go over there and get in the receiver line, catch a fade from Chase or Blaine at the end of practice.
Yeah. What about you, Mac? Why Mizzou? After you left somebody and then came on home.
Yeah, man. I was originally committed to Oklahoma. I went up there for a couple of visits, actually, an unofficial first, then my official. And when you go there, man, you walk into the room and they had all the trophies, all the Americans, man. Heisman Trophy winners.
You made the right choice.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. But no, man, it was one of those things, and I went to Stoops. You go in the Stoops office at the time, and you look on his desk, and it's ring after ring after ring after ring after ring after ring, and I'm like, who wouldn't want to be here?
Coming.
But no, man, as the process kept going, I kept. The one thing I always respect about GP, Coach Ford, Coach Hill, Yost, Christensen, right? The whole offensive staff that recruited me, they was like, yo, we're going to give you your space a little bit, but we want to let you know we still going to recruit you. So I kind of always kept that in the back of my mind a little bit.
Okay.
So after I committed, I was going to games, right? Going to games and, just kind of embracing that Mizzou feel, that Mizzou culture. I'm a people person, so people make the place, right? So more and more time went down. I'm constantly going down week after week after week, and I'll never forget this, man. Mizzou played Texas. Texas got after them pretty good. Vince Young, Ross.
Oh, that's the year,
right?
Yeah, that's
Jamal
the
Charles.
year.
They got after them, right? So
salute.
I'm like, dang, but it was like the way GP handled it after the game and the way I was like, you know what? I want to be part of a team here that's going to compete with a team like that. Like, that was my mindset, right? So I'll never forget, my receiver coach, that would have been my receiver coach at the time at OU, he ended up leaving to go to, I think he took a job with the Vikings.
Okay.
So for me, that was like, that's my out, right? I didn't know how to say it. That's my out.
I can leave.
Yeah, that's my out. So I'll never forget, I called Stoops. I'm like, hey, just want to let you know I'm decommitting. he was PO, right? Mad pissed, right?
Definitely.
And the way he kind of said it was like, well, normally like I could take your scholarship, you still got it, but I'm gonna let you know you better commit soon or it's gonna be gone.
He flexed.
And I'm like,
Yeah, he tried to give a little muscle.
Yeah, he tried to flex his muscle a little bit. So I'm like, whatever, man. So I continue going out to Mizzou, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never forget, I'm on the field pregame, and Chase now, at the time, he throws me a pass on the sideline. I catch the pass. Here come Coach Hill. Wouldn't that be nice to see in the future?
That had to be planned.
Yeah, I was like,
100%
so I went home, man.
Okay.
Went home, I talked to my people, man. I was like, you know what? I think Mizzou might be the spot for me. So that's kind of rest is history, man. So,
Okay.
What about you, bro?
My story's a little bit different. I get the feeling y'all kind of knew about football and whatnot. Y'all know me, man. I was on some weird path. I wanted to play at Duke basketball. Wasn't good enough to do that, but that was my dream. You know what I mean? So when the recruiting process even started, in fact, dude, I ended up being ranked like number 52 or 57 cornerback in the country somehow.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Did you play cornerback in high school?
Never played corner in high school.
And see, that's why I was in Jasper, Texas, upset about them 2 stars I had. I'm like, man, I was out here grinding that linebacker and giving it up on the other side.
Yeah. And that's when I kind of stopped listening to. I hear kids, I'm ranked this. I'm like, dude, I was top 60 in the country at a position I didn't play. Yeah. I don't want to hear your ranks. You know what I mean? So I ended up that story. I'm at practice, and I think a couple of our guys had gotten hurt. They needed me to line up at corner in practice for, I think it was spring or something like that. Mm-hmm. There was a coach from Kansas State there, and he saw me line up at corner. I may have caught like a pick, but it wasn't nothing. It wasn't anything serious. And I remember him going and telling like a reporter that he felt that we had the 2 best cornerbacks in the state on that team.
Who was the other one?
Me and Chalky.
Okay.
Chalky played corner.
Yeah.
I just lined up for that day. I never went back on that side of the ball. I never played a game, none of that. So that's when the recruiting process happens for me. It kind of starts off, and you get K-State, and then Oklahoma State, Mizzou comes around. Now, I think Mizzou really wanted Earl. They wanted Earl, but Earl was like all conference, all state, this and that, you know what I mean, that tight end, block and demon. They wanted Earl, and they were trying to get Earl. Earl was like, So they came with me. But Coach Jones would always say, what's Earl thinking? I'm like, man, I don't care what Earl thinking. I'm here. So retrospect, I'm like, they wanted Earl. You know what I mean? But I went to my visit, and kind of like Max said, I noticed like this is a family. You know what I mean? Yeah. They weren't winning games yet. I didn't know that. My first time watching them was in the Independence Bowl that year, where we were coming into Mizzou. Mm-hmm. And I never watched any of their games. I was like, man,
that was my birthday.
It would have been, that was my birthday. Yeah. I fell asleep on that game, and they woke up and won. I think
they came back from 21 down.
Yep.
21 down. And
I go home, and I tell my, hey, after my visit, had a great time, phenomenal time. You know what I mean? And I go back. I'm like, hey, I'm going to Mizzou. My mom was like, you got 3-4 other visits scheduled. And it's a wrap. I'm done.
Shut it down.
On December 13th, I went my visit. Came home on the 15th. Committed on the 16th.
I was on the same.
Never
vibe.
took one more visit.
I was on the same vibe, bro.
You know what's crazy, dog? Is you talk about the stars, right? Mm-hmm. You just talked about the stars, and I'm saying like, and this is like I'm looking at rivals rankings, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm the 4-star, right? I see we got a couple 3 stars, right? And I see we got a couple, 2 stars, no stars. Yeah. It's like I ain't even front. I only looked at people that only had 3 stars. I didn't look at you, cuz I didn't look at y'all. Y'all
didn't even know our name.
So I knew about Perry. Right? Knew about Perry, knew about you. Mm-hmm. I know some other guys in there, some other guys that I played with it in St. Louis, so I knew about Bart Kozlik, some other guys like that. Yeah. But it's just crazy how them stars work, man. Like them, dude, like I got 2 stars of a Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? So like
2 stars.
Yeah, like so.
Yeah.
Yeah, first kids, don't worry about them stars.
Please don't look at the stars.
Don't worry about them stars.
You just got to be ready to be coached, you know. And if I see kids that's ready to be coached, that make me want to coach. So I know our coaches at Mizzou, when they got the right type of guys in there, you could tell that we were gonna, change what was going on around there, man.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go a little forward and bring us back with what you know now. Do you still make the decision to come on up to Columbia, Missouri, and you come down the road to Columbia, Missouri?
It's a no-brainer for me.
Okay.
I mean,
it worked out.
Yeah, this past December, I got inducted to the College Football Hall of Fame.
Hey, man,
give my man a round of applause.
Do something for that, man.
You know what I mean, man? I think everything, like everybody say everything, happens for a reason. I truly believe that. But man, I tell people all the time, man, if I can go back to one place in my life, I'm going back to college.
Without a doubt.
I'm
going back tomorrow. You let me go back.
Man, memories.
Turn it back.
Some of my best friends.
Yeah.
Dudes in my wedding. Like, So
Straight up.
that was a place, man, where, you know, not even just from a football standpoint, but just the men that I got a chance to encounter, GP, Coach Ford, Coach Hill.
Yeah.
Like, just, man, it's a no-brainer.
People who helped us become men. Yeah.
Right. And
for me.
I think for me, it's like I try to be a man of my word, you know. And what I didn't say is that I was committed to the University of Houston when I took my visit. Because in 05,
He commits, okay.
in 05 in East Texas and around this area, everybody remember Hurricane Rita came through and kind of shook some things up.
Yeah, it did.
And so I was a refugee for a while, man. We're up in East Texas at Tyler, trying to figure out if I'm gonna come to school here in the city, trying to figure out if I'm gonna go to Hempstead.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at North Shore. You know, I knew y'all was packed already, but I mean, I was looking at some place for you. I was looking at some schools, you know, and trying to figure out what we were gonna do. So we went back to school, and then that's when I finished my season. Then I went to Mizzou on that visit, and Art Browse just bashed Mizzou. Like once he heard I took a visit, he was like, "Oh man, we had kids go there. They hated it there." I'm like, "Man, my visit was awesome."
Yeah, Art.
And shoot, I called Coach Eberflus, said I'm gonna be a Tiger, bro, and I wouldn't change it for the world, bro. Best decision I made. Met my wife, met my best friends. I mean, my life changed since that day, bro.
I'm the same way.
Hey.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Okay. Same question you is, but bro, did you play high school basketball? How'd you have dreams of going to Duke to play
he didn't try me. He tried me.
But, hey, dreams.
Big dreams. And I've been on record saying this before. I had big dreams, dog.
Okay.
And I did hoop in high school. What are you talking about? That's crazy.
My bad.
First off, yeah, I hooped.
I just remember the rec center battles that we had.
I was nice.
Okay, all right.
We lost some game, but I was nice.
But jump shot perfect.
I went to, you see what I'm saying? I had that. I went to a camp in Orlando and had my dream shattered on that camp, dog. Doc Rivers got up there, and it was thousands of kids, and Doc got up there and saying, "Hey, look," you know, it was probably at least 500 kids. He was like, "Out of y'all, 2 of y'all might make it." I'm 14. I'm like, "Come on, Doc. Just flew to Orlando for this. What you talking about? You come up here saying?"
Doc.
And that's when I decided, because I quit football, I decided to go back and play. So I had dreams.
Okay, my bad, bro.
Shattered early.
My bad.
But I never left that. My mind was on that even through junior year, senior. I wanted to hoop still.
Okay.
But I stopped playing basketball my senior year.
Yeah.
I'd already signed Mizzou.
We got it in enough at the zoo.
Yeah, we hooped enough.
You know, to fill that void.
Yeah,
we definitely got
Rec
to the
league
rec.
champs.
Rec league champs.
Yes, sir. Them boys hard.
I mean,
He can hoop.
Still a ball.
People don't know he can hoop.
Mac had scholarships to go hoop, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, he wasn't that nice. Hold on.
Bruh. You got to do your homework now. I'm a historian.
Who would have let you hoop at their school?
bunch of places.
They wanted to lose. a bunch of places. All right, look, so what was your mindset that summer when you come to Mizzou? You know, most kids, you leave high school and you go up there to kind of get acclimated to the campus, try to learn some plays, meet the team, and you're there for the entire summer before fall camp starts. What was your mindset when you got out there for that summer, Frank?
For me? Mm-hmm. Man, my mindset was, I'm leaving Jasper, Texas. I'm getting out of here right now to go chase my dreams. Mm-hmm. And when I got to Mizzou, it was like, man, them folks gave me 2 stars, man. Them folks ain't, Coach Pink ain't even come to my house. You know what I'm saying?
I thought he had to.
Nah, bro, I was a little, I was like, Pink ain't come to my house. Coach Steck, that's my guy, linebacker coach. Mm-hmm. And obviously, Coach Eberflus was the guy that was my primary recruiter. So, I had that chip on my shoulder, bro. Right. I'm ready to come in, put some work in, gain a little weight so I can hopefully be a true freshman. That was it, bro. Come in, show everybody what I can do, my intensity, be ready to play, bro. And so I ended up playing that first year, bro. So
you came in there thinking that?
I was sitting on the couch at Lorenzo Williams' house. I was like, bruh, I will burn this shirt to get on special teams. Because I already knew, like, I was just locked in, bro. Like, I'll do special teams because I figured, like, somebody going to go down. Somebody ain't going to play as good. Missouri's kind of middle of the pack, you know what I'm saying? But it seemed like all the guys in our class were just so driven, except for you.
Call a spade a spade. Call a spade a spade, dog.
We didn't know you yet at the time, right?
I wasn't there, yeah.
But I'm looking at Jeremy. His mindset was no school. I'm in classes. He locked in. That boy looked like a pro already. He over there in the playbook with Chase Daniels.
I eat.
That boy getting ready.
Football, I sleep. I wake up, I do it again. Ain't no classes.
I got class. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm trying to figure out what I want to study. And I'm living with Martin Rucker. So Martin Rucker, he won the Mackey. Shout out to T. Ruck, 4th round draft pick by the Browns. Played in the league. Great dude. The politician.
Yeah. Stand up.
But I'm living with Ruck, and we got a little lifestyle we got going on. Ruck, we vibing in the summer. So myself and JP Tillman, quarterback from the Houston area, man, we ended up hanging out in the bars a little bit too much that summer. So we never went to the morning workouts. We had 2 workouts. So it'd be like the 6:30 workout. That's where J-Mag at. And I'm in like the 9 o'clock workout. It's hot in the mud.
He got class. He can do what he wants to. He got a class.
He can go to any workout. But man, it was just locked in, bro, trying to be a part of it. I still kind of felt like, am I supposed to be here?
Yeah.
And then, you get out there 7-on-7, make a few plays, you feel like you belong. But I was just amped up, man, trying to make the squad.
That's crazy. So you were up there, not in school though, but still in the summer.
Yeah, my mindset was I'm coming to play. Flat out. Like it was no ifs, ands, or buts.
I'm amazed hearing that now. These 18, 17-year-olds, I'm here to play.
I'm here to play. Like I like, dog, that competitive drive, even still, right, that I have. But like, man, it was you couldn't tell me that I wasn't supposed to play when I was 17, 18 years old, right?
The audacity.
I get up
and
there.
That's how I was feeling.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Mac, I'm looking at him. He got all the cleats, the socks.
I know he always stayed with more.
I'm like,
you always had more somehow.
Man, changing shoes in 7-on-7 practice.
Who does that?
Hey,
in 2006.
So you remember the 7-on-7s, right? When you got there, it was 2 different sides of the field. You had like your newcomers and like down there. Oh, I was down there with Ed, Will Frank,
with the
Chase.
Guys.
Oh, yeah, I was with the guys. First day.
17.
Yeah, first day. So I got there, man.
18,
I lived on Chase's food time for the whole summer. All right, with me, Chase, Giss, and the Gall.
James.
Yeah.
So, man, my whole mindset is I'm ready to roll. Like I'm playing Chase. Hey, help me in the playbook. Hey, what I need to learn. Dude, by the time we middle of the summer, I knew X. I knew H was my spot, but I knew X, Z. I knew everything. I was just
middle of the summer.
That boy was about that life.
Man, middle of the summer.
It was in his eye, bro. I could see it, bro. I'm like, this dude. People be coming back to Chase house, kicking it.
Yeah.
Mac ain't kicking it, bro.
Listen, you there for a reason.
That boy locked in, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It was different.
Hold on. When did that start for you? Was that before you got to Mizzou that you knew, like, all right, I'm in high school. Listen, I want this.
I had a high school coach one time tell me, so when I got to high school freshman, right, I probably should have been playing varsity as a freshman.
Okay.
I didn't want to. I'm with my guys. These my dudes. We play Little League together. Like,
I'm not leaving the fellas.
Yeah, and we good, right?
Yeah, and we winning,
Yeah, so I'll never forget. He told me to come up and catch punts just randomly one day at practice.
For varsity?
Okay. Right? Just like they just punting, I'm just catching. I didn't drop one. You got dudes up there, juniors and seniors, ball hitting off the helmets, all types of that stuff, right?
Looking bad.
I'm saying here like, is he trying to prove, like, I'm 14, 15, like, what you trying to prove?
14, yeah.
He comes up and whispers my name, I'll never forget, Coach Mike Wade, right? You're wasting your time down there. I was like, okay. Like, all right. Like,
still my partner.
Yeah, still my partner. So fast forward, that next week, I dressed out for varsity. We played Fox. I had a punt return for a touchdown.
Freshman year.
Come on.
And then I just stayed on varsity. And like they like trapped me. Like I didn't want to. I wanted to be down there with my guy. They like trapped me to play varsity. So I think it started then, man. When he told me that was kind of my whole mindset. And then we was pretty good in high school, right? And I had a bunch of really good guys like above me. But like, I mean, practice, I'm giving them the business. And I'm like, yo, like,
y'all supposed to be nice.
Yeah, like I just always kind of knew that.
That lets you know right there, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you're going against the best, or supposed to be the best, and you yourself.
Didn't shy away from it, man. Like, I embraced it, right? That was just part of who I was, man. So, and then we can get into the whole upbringing stuff, and I think some of that had something to do with it, man. But I think from a football standpoint, having that coach tell me I'm wasting my time, and like, I really sat back and I saw that I was doing things that 17, 18-year-olds couldn't do. I was like, man, I belong here, right? So when I got to Mizzou, I'm like, same thing, right? I'm on the field, like, yeah, I respected Will Frank, that's my guy. Right? I respected Brad, respected Tommy. But I'm like, yo, I can do that. So I get up there and I'm having success and I'm doing stuff in 7-on-7. I'm catching passes and all the things. And you know, you can kind of hear like the chatter, right, from the older guys, and I'm just like,
yeah, he got something. That's how it sounds.
That's where I'm supposed to be, you know. So
I'm surprised we even became friends. Y'all come in like that,
Yeah.
and I stay at home in the summer.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
Tell us
not
about
coming
that.
up there.
And I already did my research on him, so I'm looking for him.
Yeah, I'm not there.
Where's this
Coach
cornerback,
Jones,
quarterback? Where is he
Look,
at?
Coach Jones and Pinkel. I didn't know he can't come to your house. It's crazy.
Bro.
Coach Jones and Pinkel sat in my house and they were
wanted
like,
you.
"Hey, you can come in the summer." They did, I guess. I didn't want them. They were like, "You can come in the summer, or you can stay at home. But if you stay at home, this will be the last time you ever get to do it." That's all he had to say. My mom, the last time I'm staying home, I'm staying home. So I spent that whole summer at the crib. I worked out. I had like a playbook. I remember seeing Coach Ivy's name on it. Not a playbook, like a workout.
Yeah.
So I did that. It didn't work. I didn't get any stronger while I was down there. I came to Mizzou was still weak. But when I finally got there, I remember I'm not sure if you probably knew, but a lot of other guys thought I had walked on the team. And I said that before too. They did. They were like,
wild.
"Who's this running hard? He better chill out before he burn out." I'm like,
They ready to give you a nickname real quick.
yeah, I'm like, they ain't talking about me. I'm nice. You know what I mean? Now, I don't love the game, but I'm nice at it. Don't get it twisted. But that was my thing. I think I love to compete, but I didn't have that affliction for football. It was just, that was my outlet for competing. You know what I mean? So I get to Mizzou, and you mind made up. I'm pulling this shirt.
Yeah, bro.
I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be starting. I came there, I remember thinking, yeah, I'll come in red shirt real quick. Like that was my thought process. I'm coming there to red shirt. It's not my turn to play. I'm gonna sit back, wait my time. That's if I do have any regret. That's one regret was the mindset. I think I could have. Man, I probably could have even played the NFL longer if I would have started off with that mindset. Because then you have more success early at Mizzou. You might even be in a position like you two where to leave early, possibly. If I just had the mindset, I think I may have had the ability, at some point. But that's regret of mine, dog.
You don't even know this, man. And now just in Vegas for the College Football Hall of Fame, Coach Ford was there.
Coach
He
Ford.
said, to this day,
Eddie Fees.
till this day, he said, your story is what he cherishes the most about how you came in
So
to how you left. Like
Appreciate it,
a
Coach.
guy that, like you said, like it was just all right, I'll do it, I guess. To a guy that like became a starter, like
Captain.
to the
Cared
league.
about
Man, he was like, that's his best story to this day.
Appreciate you, Coach Ford, man. It was a lot of credit went to him because he was on me.
That's one of the best.
He never let me slip. I tried to slip out of there. He never let me slip. We had a conversation. I'm getting ahead. We had a conversation going into my junior season. He was like, "Hey, look, it's now or never." He said, "You don't see many guys who don't get it together now, and senior year they just start working. It just works out." He said, "It's now or never. What you gonna do?" I'm 3 going on 4 years there.
That's crazy. I would say he that conversation was probably similar to like how they would talk to a JUCO guy that came in and had the red shirt. Like that going into that junior year for you, like man, it's now or never, man. You got a little JUCO juice on you. Now you gonna ball or what? Like,
Right.
What
You've already developed a stigma.
Seemed like that conversation was pivotal, bro. Like,
It was pivotal, man. It was,
huge.
man. So that was our come in story. What is one moment throughout that process, not before we get to camp, you know what I mean, that just kind of stood out to you about, all right, yeah, I made the right decision, and I'm ready to battle and get to where I want to go?
For me, it had to be like the actual workouts themselves and like seeing like the Big 12 standards. Because in everything we did, it was like, oh, is it up to this level, right? And so for me coming in, I'm like, I got that chip on my shoulder. I know I can play.
Yeah.
I know I can do it, right? But it was kind of like you just need that little that assurance, like, dang, I could bench press 225 16 times when I got there. Maybe 1 or 2 linebackers on the roster.
Did you say 16 times?
16 times when I showed up.
My max ever was
Bro,
he said 3. Hey, my max ever was 15. Like, count about 15.
That was
So I'm like, I look at the other backers, I'm like, oh, man, I've already reached Big 12 standard here. Big 12 standard there. So it was just like each day I went into the weight room.
Yeah.
And obviously on the field, like I could run. So I mean, I was fine there. I'm running with the DBs in when I first get there, and I'm trying kind of sandbagging there and like not trying to step on no toes. But those workouts just gave me that confidence each and every time. Coach Ivy, man, Pat Ivy, shout out to him. Because there were times when they put that front squat on my sheet.
Take it out.
I gotta go to the bathroom. I hated front squats, man. Just let me squat with that stuff on my back, bro.
I can push it.
Like I can do that, but front squats, that was the only thing that kind of made me shy away from it. But those workouts, they got me ready to do what I was gonna, it was kind of like a little foreshadowing as to what was gonna come.
I'm already doing it. Yeah. What about you, Mac? Because Mac, you actually suffered an injury then.
Yeah. So kind of knowing, hey, I'm here was just the mindset I had going into it, right? I had the story about summer workouts, right? You just talk about workouts. So we get to summer workouts, we conditioning.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm a receiver, right? I'm in a group with Jason Ray and Tommy Saunders and
the
Will
runners.
Franklin, the runners, right? So I'll never forget, we running PTs, right?
What's a PT? Yeah, tell me.
PT is basically a 400-meter dash, right? But it's around the football field.
Yeah. So it's a little less than 400 meters.
A little less than 400 meters, right?
It feels like a 400, yeah.
I forget what time we had to do it, right?
It was in the 50s.
Fast.
Yeah. Low 50s for receivers, or maybe even
got
40s.
5 of them, right?
Yeah.
5 of them. So Will Frank say, Jay, whatever you do, don't keep up with Tommy and J Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what you talking about, man?
You know why I'm here?
I'm here. You know why I am.
Just told you I'm here to play.
Why am I here, right?
Yeah.
I'm here to prove that this is like, yeah. So I never forget. First one, bam, I run. I'm Steph said, I win it. I'm in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Right? Number 2 come. Number 2, I'm still up there with him. I'm about I'm third. I'm right behind him.
In the pack.
Yeah, in the pack.
The leaders.
Yeah, still getting it, right? So but I ain't gonna lie, I'm breathing hard, like I can't breathe, right?
It's that recovery time to get you.
Yeah.
So then,
short.
The third one, I'm about 9th, 10th finishing, right? They still up in the front, them 2.
Yeah.
Right? Still up in the front. Man, that 4th one, I'm middle of the pack. That 5th one, I'm dead last. Dead last. And I was,
go around with the old lineman.
He's swimming now.
I'm swinging. I'm barely making my time on the last one, right?
Yeah.
So that was kind of like an eye-opener to me, right?
Yeah.
Like regardless of how prepared I thought I was, like, yo, it's a whole nother level that you got to tap into, that, or a whole nother level you got to have to get comfortable with, right? To be able to build up to that point. Because at the time, right, yeah, those are good football players. Shout out to Tommy and J Ray.
Yeah.
But the guys that you're hearing about is Will Frank, Brad, right? So these are guys that are part of the program and doing things the right way, but like
glue guys.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe I need to come off this high horse a little bit, right? Because I'll call it right now, right?
Yeah.
Come off this high horse a little bit and really like, try to become the best possible version of myself and really work to get to what I get to where I need to get to. Man, it was that day I went home. I never forget. I went home and I called who did I call? I called my brother.
Yeah.
Called Ro, and I'm like, man, Ro, it's different.
Yeah.
Like I'm not used to it. You know what I mean? I'm not used to not putting my mind to do something and being able to do it. I'm like, yo, this is different. So I think that was the thing for me, dog. Yeah,
my first thing is when I finally did get there, and you have to do some of those conditioning tests and whatnot. I remember doing it and being like, yo, this is mad easy. I know it sounds weird, but we used to run a lot in high school. Like, conditioning was our thing. Yeah. The weight room was our thing. I wasn't the strongest person.
Track too.
That's what we did. We all ran track. So I remember getting there and being like, that's it? You know what I mean? I hadn't had a chance to compete yet.
Okay.
I didn't get to see, some of our stars and have to, guard them. I came in as a safety. But I remember thinking, at least I know I can tough it out. I may not hit the field, but I'm going to look like I belong at least. Right, you know what I mean? And that was kind of my like, oh, yeah, you can do college football, at least from what you've seen. Now, these pads get on, it's going to be a different story.
Yeah.
But if we want to take the pads off and run, we can do that all day. I'm going to look like a star. You know what I mean? So that was my realization, like, yeah, you might belong here, and we'll see where this goes. You know what I mean? But it's episode 1, fellas. We got a lot more to catch up on throughout the season. Can't wait to sit down, do it again with y'all fellas the next week, man. What you got, Mac? Something else for me?
Real quick.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that day we were running 110s and Coach Floyd sped his clock up?
Oh, the whole day. Yeah.
The whole day. Y'all remember that day?
Yes.
Oh, I thought about quitting football that day. I thought about quitting. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It might have been like when we got to about 24 of them.
Man,
like
listen,
that, 25.
Man, he was laughing. He was like stern, but he was laughing.
Yeah.
Man, I almost quit football that
The
day.
clock was fast.
That's when we figured out them boys got some days where they gonna come in there. The strength coaches,
Got agendas too.
they gonna come in there and try to poke some bears and see what's going on, dog.
Every time, man, every time. But it made us.
It did.
made us.
Absolutely.
It did. We was ready for it though.
Oh yeah. You had to. You knew it's gonna be a curveball today. Which one was it? Can you catch it? Can you hit it? We did it, man. So look, enjoyed it, fellas. Episode 1 of season 1. We'll kick it off next week,
Let's
fellas.
go, man.